welcome to my craft room. Got a new card today. Got a really, really cute thank you card. I love hot air balloons and I've been wanting to make a card with them for a long time. And I thought this thank you was the exact right phrase for it. So we've got your little hot air balloon up here. Thank you for going above and beyond. These cards are little, but they are mighty. So you can make your envelope out of a normal piece of copy paper, which is one of the really, really good pluses of these cards. But before we start, I need you to go down into the description and click the Cricut link that's there. Cricut will take the base for this card and put it straight onto your canvas and you'll be ready to go. So let's go make it. Okay, guys, here we are on the canvas. If you do not have this on your canvas, go down in the description of this video and click on the Cricut link, and Cricut will put this base for the card onto your canvas. Okay, here's your card. It can be cut out from a regular sheet of copy paper. I'm going to move it out of our way. These three guys, let's change their color. All three of these guys are going to be light blue. You're going to go to Edit over here. And we'll pick a light blue. There we go. Now, I'm going to move all of these because we're actually going to replace them with something else. But we need to change these three grays. Now, if it's got a score line or a pen line on it, you cannot do it in Edit. You must go to Layers. And this right here, we're going to highlight just the paper part, and it is going to be the bright green. Same with this one. Okay, there we go. And the same with this one. There you go. That is all done. Now, instead of these guys, we're going to go into Shapes. Scroll down to this guy right here. Okay. We're going to make him go up. The width on this is going to be 2.25. Okay, we've got the 225 wide. We also want to do the other side, but keep the 225. So we're going to unlock these buttons. And this one is going to be 2.75. Whoops, let me get down here. 2.75. Okay, so now, look, these are going to go right on top of here. And now that we have them, we don't need these four anymore. So I'm going to get rid of them. Let me get rid of my layers here. Okay, so now you've got your thing that's going to go here. And these all need to be light blue. Then you are going to go into Actions. We need 4 of these. So we're going to duplicate 3 times. Oh, you know what? I messed up. This one, the one we're going to put our writing on, is supposed to be white. So let's change that real quick. There we go. So now we need to go get our images. You're going to go down here to your lower left and hit Images. Here we are in Images. If you have never looked up an image by its code number, I'm going to show you how. All images start with hashtag M. And your cover balloon is going to be A824103. And this is going to give us our clouds and our heart balloon. So then you're just going to click on that. You see it add right here. And now you see I've got you a list. So I am going to fast forward from here. Go ahead and get all of your images put on your canvas. And I'll meet you over there. Okay, now here we are. I'm going to move a bunch of these out of our way for a second. Let's take care of the sky. First, we need to ungroup it. There we go. We are going to use these clouds. So let's move those out of the way. We are not going to use this balloon So let's get that out of our way. And now let's get rid of a few of these things that we don't need. Okay, here is your heart balloon. I'm not going to use any of these guys. So you can either delete them or you can hit this eye and just make them disappear. Either way, it's the easiest. I did not use my reflection, but if you want to, go for it. And then we're going to go down here. I did not use an extra piece on the basket. I did not use this background. And there you go. Okay, let's take it out of layers. Okay, we need to do something with this guy really quick. I really liked him. I wanted the heart in the middle, but he doesn't have any background. So you'd have to individually glue these pieces on. So let me show you how to make you a background. Go to Edit, go to Offset. Okay, that is way too big. We're going to bring it all the way down until we still get our heart outline. Do you see how that? It's still going to cut out the heart. Okay, and then we're going to push Done. Okay, first, you've got to grab both of those and you're going to group them together so they will stay together. And then we're going to change their size. We're going to go in here to Edit. And it is going to be 1.5 inches wide. 1.5. There we go. We're going to change all the colors here in a minute. Okay, and then he goes up here. And we'll change all the colors here in a little bit. You need to group this guy back together. There we go. And we need two of these guys. So instead of going back over it twice, let's go ahead and change all the colors because they're going to be almost exactly the same. And you will see when we're putting this together that I actually changed the heart part of this heart balloon. This heart right here is going to be the bright white, or if you would rather, a lighter lavender. And this one is going to be our purple. Our base is going to be black. Let's go down here and get this really good black. And this guy is going to be our dark blue. Now we've got all the colors and we need to duplicate. And your cover is going to be 2.5 inches wide. There we go. And he is going to go right up here. And this guy, let's find him. He's going to be up here at the top. I made this guy actually all the same color. I just really wanted his texture. But if you still like the polka dots, that's great. And then he is going to be 1.25 high this time. This time we're going to do the height. Go to Edit. We're going to go to Height instead. And it's going to be 1.25. These guys, all three of them, are going to be all going to be 2 inches high. So you're just going to go into Edit, Height, 2 inches. 2 inches. There we go. Okay, now that we have all of our sizes, let's change our colors. Okay, on this little guy up here, we're going to go into layers. They'll be highlighted in gray. These guys, the pinks, are going to be the light yellow. Whoops, I messed up. Sorry. Are going to be the really light yellow. And these guys are going to be the same purple. Okay. Oh, see him up there? There he is. Okay, this guy. Let's find him. This is going to be your purple. Let's see if it's the same purple. It is. Then this is going to be a light green. And this part is going to be the light yellow. This part is going to be the same light purple. There we go. Guy, he's going to be easy. Let's find him. The very back of him, he's going to be the blue. And his cover to be the purple. The same purple we're using. I am all about cutting the least amount of mats. And this little brown guy, His background is going to be the light green. Okay, and his front is going to be the blue. There we go. And all of our clouds are going to be white. There we go. We're going to do those sizes. This guy is going to be white. On these clouds, we are going to have 4 different sizes. So I need 4 different guys here. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this guy. Because this first one is going to be the biggest, and it's going to be 1.7. And we need 3 of those. So we're going to go into Actions and hit duplicate 2 times. 1, 2. There you go. Those guys are done. Now our next guy is going to be 1.5 inches wide. And we need 3 of those also. So we're going to go back to Actions, duplicate, duplicate. Then our third one is going to be 1.17 wide. 1.17. And we're going to need 4 of those. So we're going to go back into Actions. 1, 2, 3. And then our little tiny one is 0.93. And we need 3 of those also. So we're going to go into Actions and hit duplicate 2 times. Now, how big does our band? It's 0.75 high. Height 0.75. All we have left to do is our writing. So I am going to get us some space here so I can zoom in. Let's do the thank you first. Since this is kind of waves, we want to do the thank and the you separate. So first we are going to go into here and we're going to do thank. We are going to do another one and it's going to say you. The font I'm using is Awesome. And let's change this one to the same thing. This, for some reason, likes to get all squishied up. Now, you're going to go to Edit, Letter Space. I'm going to pop that up, and I'm going to just hit this plus time a bunch of times until it gets wide enough that I like it. One more. There we go. Same with this guy. First, the thank is going to be 0.37. It's way over here. Okay, 0.37. Okay, and the U is going to be the same. It's going to be 0.37. Height. You know what I forgot? I forgot to put my exclamation point on here. There you go. Just like that. Now, we are going to turn this. And then we're going to turn this one a little bit. Too much. I'm going to change these colors. You see where this round circle is down here where it says pen? Okay, so I just changed this to blue. You can use whatever pen that you would like. There you go. There's your thank you. Now, you got to run your finger and grab all 3 of these, the banner and the thank and the you, and hit attach. That tells Cricut to write those letters on that piece of paper. So now we're going to do it again. We need another text box. And the first part is going to be for going. Oh, here, let me move this down where you can see this better. Then you're going to return. You do above and. Above. No capital on and. And then return. Beyond exclamation point. Now we're going to change this to awesome. Okay. And we've got to spread these guys out again. So you're going to go to letter space and I'm just going to start hitting plus until I like it. And I like that right there. So first, let's change our pen to the same blue so it thinks we're doing all the same things. Since we didn't have a set number for spreading your letters, we're just going to have to fit this into the mat however it works for you. I'm going to zoom in here because I want to make sure that I get this right in the middle. So once you get it about the size that you like, we're going to move it around. Do you see these purple lines? You see, I'm right in the middle, up and down, and side by side. Now, I'm going to grab both of these and hit attach, just like we did a minute ago. And look at that. I need you to do me a favor. For us to go really fast on the craft table, I need you to glue all of your balloons together. Okay? And that's it. Just glue all of these before we get over to the craft table, and we'll be ready to go. Okay, here we are on the craft table. As you can see, it's been well loved. First tip, I put everything on paper plates to keep everything organized. I use art glitter glue. I buy this beaded refill and this little thing with this really sharp tip. A little bit goes a long way. It's really, really good paper to paper glue. First, let's do the cover, but we are not going to attach it to the card yet. Why? Because what if we mess up something on the inside? We'd have to remake the whole front too. So we're going to do that. We're going to glue it on last. Hey guys, I'm going to break in here for just a minute. This is my original cover, and you'll see me using this all the rest of the way through the video. But once I got it put together, I decided I didn't like it all one color. I thought it was just too plain. So I ended up backing it with a white. So I'm just going to glue this right. If you ever make a mistake like this, just make another one and glue it right on top. Nobody will ever notice. You've got 4 different sizes of clouds. This one is going to take 2 of the largest ones, the extra large. And this one you need 1 of the medium size. And then our message. Okay, let's get this kind of dry fitted here real quick. I'll get it exactly where I want it. And then I'll sneak up under and just put a dot of glue so it will stay there for me. Now, I can still put the thank you behind. Let's go ahead and do the clouds. These clouds came with this, so I thought it would be fun to use them. They're just kind of whimsical, simple. I got a little glue on the front of that. Okay. One, I'm going to sneak kind of back behind a little bit, like that. And then we've got this little one. Either I'm going to put him here or put him here. I kind of like here. I think that balances out us having the balloon way over to the left, just like that. There we go. Okay, I like my banner right there. I'm going to put a bunch of glue back behind him and go ahead and glue him down. There we go. The nice thing about this glue is that it dries clear. Okay, now that I've got everything else where I want it, I'm going to go back up under here and get this guy glued on here really well. Okay, now I'm going to lift this guy up. I'm going to do his little, I don't know, what are those, ropes that hold on the basket? There we go, just like that. I like to do very simple graphic covers for these cards because the inside is so fancy. So let's put this aside to dry. Now let's go ahead and get our panels done. This is the long piece that has the 3 score lines in it. The middle one, you're going to fold down. There we go. And the 2 on either side, you're going to fold up. Just like that. Okay. There we go. Just like that. So you've got it all to where it'll fold all in on itself. Okay. So now let's straighten it back out. Get our panels ready. We've got small, medium, large, and extra large clouds. These are the large clouds. And there'll be 1 on each one of these panels. And we've got, and of course you can put this panel anywhere you want. Let's go ahead and glue these on. And they're just going to be in the middle of each of these panels. Now I do have some cards where I did like a freeform pop-up instead of these squares. So if you were interested in making more of those, go check it out. They're fun. I really like them. These are all going to be about 1/8 of an inch around, all the way around. Okay, now let me get this last one on here. Again, about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. There we go, just like that. Now, each one of these panels is going to have one of these clouds. and one of the smallest clouds, which are these little tiny guys. We can make these go off the page 1/4 inch because it's got to fold up and fit inside your card, so your card will fit inside your envelope. And if you want to take this one off the other way, you can. Okay, I'm going to set this right here just so you can kind of see how it looks. Okay, I'm going to pull this guy off because I know where he's going. And let's get our clouds on here. You guys were nice enough to glue all this stuff for me. Here, I'm going to put this back. I work easier seeing where everything's going to be at the end when I'm placing some of these things. And this is a personal thing on what you want your clouds to do. These probably another 1/8 of an inch up. I want all of him to be on the blue. Again, personal choice. This guy, I can go ahead and glue him. I'm not going to glue that top 1/4 of an inch, of course. Okay, there. And then let's get our clouds on. I want to make sure that I'm doing this a little bit different than the one next to it. So I'm going to put one of these here. Actually, I'm going to put this one a little closer to the, there, like that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and glue this guy on. Quick, now this one is a little smaller than the other one, so it's going to have a bigger border around it. And that is by design. This guy, probably just his basket's going to hang off. Okay, so before I glue him, let me figure out where I want my clouds to go. This one I'm going to do the bigger one lower and the smaller one higher. There we go. Just like that. And then let's get this guy on. Everything except his basket. There you go. Look at that. You've already got your pop-up done. You're doing great. Okay, we're going to set this aside to dry for a second. Let's get our insides put in. These are going to be your panels for the inside, and they're going to be just like the cover. They're going to be about 1/4 of an inch all the way around. Now, I like these pop-ups. They are small, but they pack a big punch. And they're fun. That's my favorite thing. Okay, another 1/4 inch all the way around. Just try to make sure I'm getting all my corners. Okay, there you go. Now, let's get our pop-up mechanism. You should have a rectangular piece of paper, and it's got score lines that crisscross. This is what our pop-up is going to sit on, and it is what's going to make it work. So first, let's fold our diagonal lines. I put my fingernails, I don't know where I got this hint, but I got it somewhere, and I put my fingernails in there, and that helps kind of start it. Okay, now we're going to do the other one. Okay, there we go, just like that. And now we got to bend them backwards the other way because that's the way they're going to be going. But it's easier to start on your score line. There, now you see you've got your 2 triangles. That's exactly what you want. Now, this score line down the middle, we're going to fold it towards us. Okay, right down the middle. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, now, put your finger on the back right here in the middle of your X, and then you're just going to push up a little bit on and pop it up just like that. Do you see that? Where these sides are bending and the triangles are up, that's exactly what you want. And then we're going to push our fingers in like this, and we're going to make this into a house shape. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. There you go. Once you get it all folded, looks just like a house, doesn't it? And that's exactly what you need. This is going to be your mechanism that's going to make your pop-up pop up. Okay, this is going to go right in here at your fold, and you're going to put it as close in on that fold as you possibly can. Okay, and we are only going to glue the triangle part. So let's do that real quick. And we'll do the first side. You're just going to put glue on your triangle, and you want to make sure you get way down on the corners, right along the edge, because this is what's going to be holding your pop-up up. First, I'm going to get it lined up in the middle going this way, you know, on with the blue, and then I'm going to set it down. I'm going to smush it into that fold. Okay, I'm going to move mine over a little bit. There we go. And then you're just going to smush it in the fold and close it. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to do the other triangle. Okay, once you get a bunch of glue on here, then all you got to do is close your card. Okay, I'm going to push down on this a second. And then boom, look. There you go. You got your pop-up mechanism. Look at that. Okay, these are for our inside. Let's get our pop-up on here first. Man, this is going fast. But it wouldn't have gone nearly as fast if you guys hadn't glued all this stuff together for me. So, thank you. You do not need to sit here and watch me glue things. Now, this is the exact same size, height-wise, as this. So you're going to line that up, but you're going to make sure that you've got this fold right in the middle here, okay? Doesn't have to be exact, but you want to get as close as you possibly can. There we go, just like that. And then you want to make sure you're even with your mechanism. That looks pretty good right there. What do you think? Okay, once you get everything lined up, you're going to hold your other 3 panels and you're going to turn this one back. We are going to glue this top square right here from the score line up. Okay, so do all the way out here. This is why the pop-up mechanism is green. So it gets a little off. You won't be able to see it. It blends in with its background and it blends in with your pop-up. Okay, once you got all of that, then you're just going to open this back up and lay it down. Now, you can see, I don't know if you can see this or not. You can see I've got a little bitty piece of my mechanism that's showing. I didn't get it quite even. It's hard for me to see back here. So, but all I'm going to do is trim it off. And look, don't have it anymore, do we? Okay, now we're going to do the other side. Hold this down. You're going to flip this one. And this time, we're going to do the bottom square. Okay, again, from the score line down. Then again, you're just going to open it and smooth it down. I know this looks really hard, and I promised you that it was going to be easy. And it's easy so far, isn't it? Okay, let's let the glue dry for just a second. Now, I'm just going to easily holding on to the 2 pieces where I glued it. And look at that. It all fits in there. Nothing's hanging out the sides. Since we popped some up. And look at that. Look what you already made. You are doing fantastic. Get the rest of our background here done. You're almost done. This thing is quick. I want this over here because the other one is going to go over here. So I'm using the largest, the one leftover extra large cloud. Where's my glue? There it is. Okay. Did you see that? Okay, and then I've got another little one. Okay. So this one is going to go right down here. Okay, I'm going to put this right here. I kind of overlapped where the clouds come together. Make sure he's straight. We've got our little matching guy. So this guy's going to go right here because you need room to sign your card, right? So I'm going to put one kind of down here and kind of off the green. Okay, and then this guy, there, right back behind it like that. Okay. So, I just thought this was the cutest thank you saying for a thank you card. And then I thought, well, what goes above and beyond? Can't do Buzz Lightyear, so. And I thought, and I love hot air balloons. I want to go over to that big New Mexico thing. You know, they have it every year that has all those really cool hot air balloons. I want to go do that one of these days. Okay, and then I'm going to put him kind of right like that. Do you see that? I need to turn him. He's not quite straight. His strings are a little bent there. There we go, just like that. And look at that. You're already done with the inside of your card. Look what a great job you're doing. And now, since we already finished the cover, that's all we've got left to do. Okay, now, first, before we glue on the cover, I'm going to tell you something that you need to do. Once your glue gets really good and dry, you are going to want to have your paper practice bending, because your paper needs to learn where to go when it folds, okay? So you're going to just do a bunch of it this time until it kind of gets used to what it's supposed to be doing. See, just like that. And there you go. Now we're going to do this one. This is your cover, and this is the last thing we've got to do. Okay. I love this card. And I'm going to confess right here, I was sitting in the living room designing it. We have a special needs adult son, and he works at our local movie theater. And now make sure that you've got your card right side up. We're going to fold it, and then this is 1/4 of an inch all the way around. You are finished. A look at what you made. I am really proud of you. You did a great job.